from his countryman, Tirsan Dunga. They're the only two at the moment. Irfan Jai's got 3, got a chance as well. Witan Sulaiman has got 2. Players left, and there's Witan Sulaiman who had a swing at the ball and miss. They haven't really got on it at all, have they?
No, they haven't. And Thailand coming into this, obviously the more experienced of the two sides. The players who have featured in this competition, the players who have won this competition previously. Indonesia, a very young squad, a very young side. And there's lots of excitement from some of their players coming into this final, and you want that excitement just gets a bit too much for you. It's got to be at a certain sort of level. You want that excitement just gets you almost see this break in midfield.
Thailand have the second oldest squad in the tournament after Singapore, and Indonesia have one of the youngest after the likes of Timor-Leste, Cambodia and Laos. And that's one of the things that Shin Tae-yong has done. He's lowered the average age, hasn't he, of this squad. He's been very deliberate in that. He's been very deliberate about who he's picking. He wants players he can kind of mould into his vision.
That's right. I think the key for Indonesia football going forward is to get as many of these younger guys as they can moving overseas and playing overseas and experiencing a different level, a different culture, a different way of playing as a professional footballer, living as a professional footballer for them, because it's a talented team that's got a big, bright future ahead of them.
Yeah, right now, of course, people talk about the likes of Witan Sulaiman is just there on the ball. Egri Maulana is on the bench along with Elkan Baggett. These are the overseas players starting.
Bentar, Be. Dengar. Piala AFF dah.
Ada kesuara. Oi. Lagi ngetik belum?
And again. Right hand side has been productive. Thailand. Supachok. See the idea, just a little too much on that for Roller.
And just notice as well the position Roller had taken up there. The rotation of positions that they're employing in Thailand. It's popping up in different areas, different spaces. And if you're defending in those situations, if you're ball watching, you get caught off guard very quickly. And they're just not looking like themselves. You know, a couple of stray passes, loose touches. Thailand really applying the pressure, making sure that the Indonesian players don't have much time on the ball. It's a lovely cut from Supachok.
Back to Roller. Elias Dola. Cross to Kritsada. Playing with supreme confidence. As soon as I say that, he's giving the ball away. And more ball, I'm afraid, from Witan Sulaiman. Who's normally so assured of himself, the young man. I just wonder, Roshan, how much is playing in ahead. Of course, they've talked about the psychology of coming into this and knowing the history, Roshan, of you can't ignore it. There's 5 editions, 5 finals you've been to, 5 that you've lost. It's in there somewhere in the psyche, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's something that has mystified me for years and years. And I've spoken about it previously. I don't think there's an easy answer to it. You need like an entire series of shows to really go and investigate it. But I'm amazed by it. I'm amazed at that record. And you think with this young side, you have had an opportunity to, shake off some of that. I'm going to use the word failure, but I don't think making the final is that much of a failure.
Oh, here's Roller looking at Gordon Bala to get on the end of it. Right hand side has really caused problems, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they're all over this Indonesian team.
I just wonder, Roshan, whether they've thought, well, it's not Pratama there, the pace he's got. Edo Febriancha's barely played this tournament.
Yeah, and the thing is, Philip Roller has got plenty of pace, loves getting forward into advanced areas. He's a quality player. And when you think about the options that they have, it's incredible.
Right fullback. It's an embarrassment.
Yeah, Tristan can come in on this left-hand side. Obviously, a very different player to Teraton. Philip Roller can come on that right-hand side. He can get forward to. He can even play as one of the front three if they absolutely need him to.
Narrabud is kicking his heels on the bench today. Back by Tiersen. Gets the return ball. Tiersen slips that through. Shot. On the volley! Elias Nona. That so easily could have been goal number 2. Morden Pada. That would have been a stunning goal.
That's a crucial goal line interception from Asnawi. The super choke is Dola.
Incredible technique.
Lovely technique. Wonderful defending from Asnawi. But Super Chok with this role that he's got, a lot of focus on Chanatip and rightly so, but Super Chok as well, I think, in the game that he's played for Thailand has been brilliant. He's, again, I keep talking about the outcome of this, but another player who I feel is sort of outgrown the Southeast Asian League, and perhaps can go in and test himself. I think he's ready, At a certain point, you think of players like Kong Hai, you think of players like Super Chok, they reach a certain level, and then they sort of improve. You feel like they need to move on.
Yeah, it's a step, isn't it, that a lot of these footballers will need to take. A few of these Thai footballers have done it. Of course, we mentioned Chanatip. Tiersen has done it in the past. Teraton, of course, just returned from Japanese football. Can be done. Howell is played in Belgium. Here come Indonesia. Free kick. Afrem Devanga. He's gone short. This is what they were planning to do. Well, good fun. Pretty well. Tristan clears it.
Just going back to Witan, because he was on the end of that one in the penalty area. And initially, every time he's on the ball, and obviously Thailand would have looked at this in the analysis, they would have looked at Witan as one of the players that obviously they have to keep an eye on. And every time he's gotten the ball so far, especially in those central positions, Thailand have been very quick to make sure that they close him down. Well there too. Close down Siwarak. Dedik leading the press.
Interesting that Indonesia have really rotated their forwards, haven't they? It looked for a while that Ezra Walian was the first choice striker. Then we've had Didik Setiawan, we've had Kushedjo, we've had Hanis. They all bring something a little bit different, don't they?
Yes, that playing profile, a different style of player, different type of player that they've got. But what they perhaps are lacking is a real pure sort of finisher.
Not too many goals scored by the strikers at the moment. Ezra Walian with a couple. Chanatip won't get there.
And look, I mean, players who can finish are difficult to find, difficult to come by. Thailand have been blessed with some wonderful strikers over the years. They've got one here in Tirasin as well. And sometimes the difficulty is when you look at your domestic leagues and all your strikers are essentially foreign signings, it's very difficult for then the local strikers to get much game time or to really make an impact.
Of course, Thai strikers go back to like Sukhapong and legendary players. Looking pensive, but I'm sure he'll be absolutely delighted with what he's seen. Flick on there from Supertop. Rodin won't get to it. Gritsada. Now Roller. He's got Irfan right in his tail. He's done well here, Roller. Supertop. Now Wiratep. Well, there seems to have acres of space and time on the ball. Indonesia not able to get close. Tristan Doe. Now Borden Pala. Happening at the moment for the Indonesians, and he's applauding these efforts.
Yeah, he's applauding the pressing.
Not bad for the side that doesn't keep possession, apparently. Russian, there was a little jive in the press conference, wasn't there? And they've got 77% of the ball, and they're doing a lot with it as well, aren't they? But here comes Indonesia. Now Irfan. Overlapping run. Edo Febriansyah. Away by Klitsada. Double header for him to make sure.
Yeah, listen, I mean, obviously some mind games, right, at play.
We've enjoyed that. We've really enjoyed that.
I've just loved it. You know, we've seen the battles on the pitch, the tactical battles on the pitch, and the coaches as well on the touchline.
This man does not hold back.
He doesn't, and he's such an experienced coach as well. So I mean, trust him. He knows what he's doing, especially in these press conferences.
Absolutely. Look, he talked about, I've won 20 odd titles as a manager and player. Of course, he was a bit of a legend at Seongnam. Won 6 league titles there and won the Champions League with them as a manager as well, and did so well with Korea, won the AFF Cup and then beat Germany in the World Cup in 2018. And he said, I want to transfer some of that mentality to my players. He said, Indonesians are too nice, too friendly. I don't want him to be so friendly. He speaks his mind, Roshan. That might rub people up the wrong way sometimes. As Thailand come forward here with Supachok. Is there a foul there? Yes, it is.
Well, that was really well worked by Thailand again. They're a joy to watch in possession. I mean, the way they sort of worked it out from under pressure down the left-hand side, switch of play, find a link in Supachok there, who was aware enough to hold on to it. He knew he had to sort of wait for the run of the roller on the outside of him. He was able to turn away from that pressure, win a free kick in a really good position. No Tirathon for them though.
Yeah, this would be something he'd like to step up for. It's fairly central. Bit of a discussion.
He's not too bad as well, to be fair.
Fala is saying, I want this one. Here's Borden. We had a classic free kick from not too far away from that position a few days ago, Roshan. It's pretty hard to replicate that. But the final will be the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, I think he with his technique. You can see he's already looking up as he wants to hit that Borden. His head goes up before he makes contact with the ball.
There's Sivarak, who's had to come in for Chachai, who sustained an injury on that second leg. Filled in very, very well. Elias Dola gets the header first. Delightful ball from Shanatit. Here's Borden, he's looking for some support. Excellent work, wasn't it, from Asnawi, who's tenacious, but has conceded a free kick here.
Really good battle. Down this side of the pitch, Asnawi is a very talented defender. It's a good challenge. Quick to get up on his feet to try and recover. And he needed to time this one really well. Just perhaps a little bit overzealous on the second one.
Another one of those, Russian, that plays his football overseas.
That's right.
In Korea. Pala on the free kick again here. Borden. Ball does its job. Here's Chanatit. Touch. I think he would have wanted there. Titipan. Indonesia tried to break forward. Witan Sulaiman, lovely touch from him. Slips that into here. The other way. That has been the best attack so far.
Yeah, look at the player who's made that challenge. It's Shanatit. He's covered covered so much ground to get himself back there, and that's been one of the impressive things about Chanatip in this campaign, is his willingness to track back and help out defensively. It all started, I think we can see quite clearly that it's a foul to Thailand. Chanatip just gets across, he does well, uses the body well, and then gets a kick. Irfan, here's another close-up for you. Goes right through the back of Chanatip's leg there.
A lot of ground, isn't it? He's covered there, tracking back.
Well, wonderful move from Indonesia though. It all started from Ricky Kambuaya, who beat a couple of Thai players. Played a lovely ball forward for Witan Sulaiman. That first touch from Witan was excellent because it continued the momentum of the move. Allowed him to play that attempted pass in behind.
Roller. Back to Elias Dola. Here's Chris Sada.
First time we've seen Kambuaya really get on the ball. It was just then.
You said his name.
That's right. Not his fault, of course. It's been difficult for Indonesia to get anything done in possession.
What a touch that is from Supachok to Roller, who's steaming into the penalty area. Laid back for Chanatip. Supachok. Now Wiratep taking a heavy touch. And perhaps here Indonesia can break again. Taking too long on the ball. Asnawi. Space in midfield, wasn't there? Bordin. Spraying the keeper, that was offside. Roshan, they've got to get that ball zip faster, don't they?
Yeah, and there was a real chance for Indonesia to break forward on the counter-attack. Asnawi, he needed to play that ball quicker. Instead, it broke down in midfield. Bordin's just offside. He does stray offside. You can see him just leaning forward. Flag on the decision by the assistant referee.
Their pace, Roshan, the counter-attack at the moment seems their best option, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When the Thailand are coming and pressing them high.
You know, if they can get out of the counter-press. That's the thing, they haven't been able to get out of Thailand's counter-press. And their counter-press meaning the moment Thailand lose the ball, Thailand straight away want to win it back. So they're quick to close down again and try and win the ball back again. And Indonesia sort of just panicking in those moments, in those possession phases. But you just look at the connections here between the Thai players, how close they are to each other. They're all moving in tandem, looking to provide support. I mean, those possession numbers are just ridiculous.
But it's one in which, different from some of the other possession stats we've seen, where Thailand are actually utilising this, aren't they, the possession?
Yeah, it's almost as if Hawking has said, yeah, oh, so you said we're not doing well in possession. Okay, I'll show you.
Exactly.
It's almost as if it's taken it personally.
He was distinctly unamused by that whole possession comment. And certainly this feels, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is more possession than they had against the likes of Timor-Leste. They've absolutely dominated the ball, haven't they? Here's Wiratep. Tristan Doe. Here's Bordin Pala. He's going on a surging run himself, Bordin Pala. Witan Sulaiman. Now for Indonesia. Two players right on him. You have not a moment to breathe when you have the ball for an Indonesian player.
This is what I was referring to. The moment they win it, Thailand are quick to just swarm around them. And if it takes conceding a free kick, sure, do it because you break up that opportunity to counter-attack. And again, Witan, as I mentioned earlier, whenever he's on the ball, you see Thai players desperate to get around him defensively to try and stop him from doing anything. They're really nullifying Witan's threat at the moment.
Well, Manu Hawking is of German and Brazilian descent. Bit of gegenpressing from him, Roshan perhaps. Away from Tirisandanga. This is without some 7 regulars today, Roshan, as well. This is the ability of this side. That's a scary thing, isn't it? Alfredo Devanga. Now Asnawi. Witan Sulaiman gives that away rather cheaply. Back with Thailand. That's why they've seen so little of the ball. Just can't hold on to it. They do have it. Supachok.
Yeah, the level of talent sort of coming through in these countries is just incredible. I mean, yes, you talk about population and all that, and sure, they've got a bigger talent pool,